Hello, welcome back to the channel. Now I've just done a quick base layer for my next painting. Check out the video here. So without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you are all keeping well. Just check my various cameras are on. Now I'm going to be painting on this bit of wood, which I did a landscape on, but it's just been knocking about my studio. It's covered in fingerprints and heaven knows what else. So I thought I'd go over it. I'm going to do a nice stormy sea, and we'll see how we get on. I might leave it to dry for a bit and then do a ship, or I might do a ship now. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, we'll plod on. Size wise, I'll just get my trusty ruler thing from up here on the ceiling. I'll put it on the ceilings, I keep losing it. Size, it is 34 by 16 inches, so reasonably big. It's nice and long. Oh, put it back up here. Bit of a pain in the arse, but there we go. Right, let's get going. I'll get my palette camera turned on, and I'll see you in just a second. Right then, palette cam is on. I'll just grab a pointer. I've made this lovely turquoise colour. I just got a bit of phthalo blue with a dash of green and titanium white. It's made a lovely rich colour, so we'll use some of that. I've got burnt umber, ultramarine blue and a couple of dollops of titanium white to play with. So before we kick off, I'll just mix a bit of this ultramarine blue in the burnt umber. Make a nice grey colour, is what I normally do. Really mix that in. It's still quite brown, but it should work. Might get a bit more ultramarine blue on that. I've gone a bit mad with the brown. Bear with me. I might put another dollop there, ready for the sky. Wipe my palette knife as well. Oh, I should have done this before really. Well, there we go. Some of you might have a burning desire to watch me mix paint. Yeah, a bit of that ultramarine blue, just whack it in that white as a bit of sky. I plonked a bit of grey in there by accident, but that doesn't matter. I'll get some more as well. There we go. Right then, I'll get my palette cam turned back on, and I'll see you in just a second. Right then, back in the room. What I did forget was my medium, just a little bit of Zestit, which I'll plonk in the middle of my glass palette, and we'll get going. Right then, before I start, don't know if you watched my last video, but something went a bit bump in the night, I should say, or bump in the day, because it was still daylight. Watch this clip now and see what you think. So we started, you know, waving hankies with the accordion going, and we had all... What was that going across the camera? Like a bloody ghost or something. What the hell was that? That was like Most Haunted. Anyway, yeah, a ghostly figure just, I don't know if it picked up. But anyway, I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, it's a bit strange, very weird. You know, this apparition seemed to stand up and walk across. You know, it was a bit odd. You know, I wasn't scared, it was just more of a pain that it interrupted the video. I had a suggestion that it was a piece of dust that was floating past the camera, but as many of you know, I've been filming in this room for 18 months. I've been filming through there for a year or so before that. So nearly 3 years I've been filming, and it hasn't happened once where a bit of dust has gone past. But anyway, it's open to interpretation. I've put it on my massive screen, and well, say reasonably big screen in the lounge on the telly. And you know, it's got interesting shape to it and a bit of definition, but I'm still undecided what it was. And while I had the video on the big screen, I was watching the full video from yesterday. I'll put the link in the description. A piece of dust or an orb or whatever you want to call it, whatever you interpret it as, came behind me just right at the very beginning of the video. Literally during the intro, just dropped from about here, went down. But so what you think about that as well. Again, link is in the description. But yeah, very strange. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. But anyway, that's that. We're here to paint, not talk about ghosts. Right, what was I doing? Just get my flat brush. There we go. I'll just give it a quick dry because I've just painted it and just washed it. So I'll just give it a quick dry. But anyway, if anything happens today, you know, it'd be exciting. You know, I'd be, I think, quite impressed if a toffee crisp floats down. If you remember the advert from the 1980s, if you're my age, you know, I'll be very impressed. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyway, my camera's still on, isn't it? Right then, I'm going to grab some of this nice turquoise colour. Just plonk it here. Yeah, we're all keeping well. It is Halloween, so anything could happen. If you believe in all that sort of thing. I have had some, you know, weird, wonderful stuff happen to me before, which I've never got on camera. That is a lovely rich blue, that is. So yeah, stormy sea. I just got some pencil earlier and just roughly sketched out a bit of sea. Just give me something to follow. Oh, it's an annoying noise, isn't it? Yeah, I'll put some blue tack behind it because that's going to do my Swede in. Just to stop it boinging about. It might not work, but well, it's got some handy blue tack just stuck to my easel just in case I need it. That might be a bit better, we'll see. Marginally better than it was. Oh, it is much better. That's an engineering solution. I'm not an engineer, I might add. Right, lovely rich bit of blue. No details, I'm just marking out just blocking it out or whatever, or blocking it in or whatever you call it. And a bit of grey as well there. Yeah, just getting the various shapes on. Might go back to my other brush. So yeah, let me know what you think about that strange anomaly. You know, after seeing it, you know, I'd finished the video and I tried to recreate it. I was wondering if it was my watch shining, but my watch arm was still. And, you know, I tried flashing my watch about and nothing appeared. And I'm in a basement, I'm, you know, 6 foot underground. And yeah, I've got a window there with a blind closed. So it wasn't that. And I've got a doorway there with a frosted glass window, and it's impossible, unless you're Spider-Man, to actually come down here near any of the windows and create a shadow or whatever. So it was a bit odd, strange, bit most haunted-y. Yeah, if I'd told you half of the things I've seen in my life, you'd think I was bonkers. So I'm not going to. I've seen some pretty weird and wonderful things. And as I say, never on video. Right, bit of a rough sea on the go. I'll get some sky blue on next. Yeah, I'll get me other brush. I'll give it a quick clean, some kitchen time. The clocks have gone backwards at the weekend, which is good. Extra hour in bed. Right, sky blue. Yeah, I do love this time of year, as many of you know. Get some nice shapes going in that sky. Yeah, day off today. I worked yesterday and I'm working tomorrow. But I always try and paint in between when I'm not working. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story. Yeah, speaking of ghosts, I used to work, well, a reasonably funny story, you know, it's not really hysterical, but interesting story nevertheless. I used to work for a company that we're a crisis intervention team, and we used to work with children with challenging behaviour, young offenders, kids who from broken down families and things like that. And we'd take them out. You'd take them out for a month to camping barns and camping and do activities with them and all that. It's basically to assess what we do with them next. You know, do they go to a children's home, or they're suitable for foster care? Do they stay with us in one of our homes, or do they go to a secure unit, or do they go back to their homes, their families, and so on? And you know, as I say, we stayed in a lot of camping barns, and they're all spooky places. Camping barns, the best of times, anyway. And you know, we do the usual. We'd, have a basic relax and cups of coffee and tell stories. And more often than not, we'd be telling ghost stories and all sorts of stuff. And now, we used to get up at 7 in the morning, and you'd work all the way through till about 10 o'clock at night. And it was long, hardcore shifts. You know, you didn't really get a break either. And so we'd been up, and you'd be away for a week. You know, you'd work a full week. It was hard work. But anyway, went to bed that night, and it was our first night in this bunkhouse. I think we only did one night there. and went to bed, all the lights off and all that kind of thing. Now at some point around midnight, or perhaps 11 o'clock at night, I was aware of something. All the lights were off and it was pitch bloody black. I was aware of a figure. He stood in the corner of this bunkhouse, a small room, you know, much bigger, not much bigger than my studio, and there was, like, you know, us staff members. There were two of us in this room, and the young person who had was in another room, and so on. And yeah, I was aware of this figure. It was a shape of a person, you know, with a head and everything else, just stood in the corner of this room, and I was absolutely beside myself with fear. I was petrified, to the point that you know, when you can't move, you're that terrified you cannot move. I couldn't even alert my mate, you know, my colleague, couldn't even alert them to what were going on, because I was so scared, and you know, just kind of hid under the covers, and you know, hoping for this apparition to go away, this dark figure. And I kept poking up and it was still there, and oh God, it was horrible. I could swear it was getting closer as well. It was a nightmare. So after about 5 or 6 hours of not sleeping with this, because this figure was still here, it wasn't shifting, it was just watching me, you know, near my bed. The sun came up and it was my mate's jacket hanging on a coat hanger. I couldn't bloody believe it. So I didn't sleep a single wink, not 1 iota, all flaming night. And what we used to do, you know, you finish your week and you go and do a staff handover and everything else like that. And because I hadn't slept for, you know, 24 hours anyway, and I didn't sleep all last night, and oh, it was a pain in the neck. They're asking me, are you alright, John? You're fine. So, oh God, I had a hell of a night. So yeah, it's my mate's bloody jacket. So yeah, normal is a rational explanation. Oh, I couldn't believe it was funny. Oh, that's a bit of that blue gone on as well. Up there. And yeah, you know, things have happened to me that I just cannot explain for the life of me. Yeah, quite often we'd wind each other up about ghosts and what have you, you know, because as I say, there were spooky places we stayed at, and you know, in the morning there'd be a small shower with a mirror and everything like that, and basic accommodation, and on one occasion someone had written help. I think it was my colleague who wrote help on the mirror. Obviously you can't see it when you do it, but then the room steamed up like a sauna after my shower, and it was help written on the mirror, you know, with the water dripping down. Funny. Yeah, so we used to write ghostly messages on the mirrors. We normally did it before we left a particular bunkhouse, you know, for the next people to come, you know, holidaymakers or things like that. And when Most Haunted was in its prime, you know, 20 years ago or whatever, I was watching an episode of that. I think it was one of the live shows, and you know, you get a bit worked up and oh, it's a little bit frightening. And it were winter, so it was dark outside, and it was back when I used to smoke cigarettes and things. And during an advert, I went out the back of the house for a cig, and of course it's pitch bloody black outside because I lived in the middle of nowhere. Check the camera storm, yeah. Pitch black, and you know, I lit a cig up, and now the back of the house, it had a raised patio that was sort of eye level, you know, it's this raised bit, and there was kind of a trench, you know, with slabs down and everything like that. You'd be stood there eye level with this patio while you're having a cig and what have you. And I looked and I froze because these two eyes were looking at me, you know, just a couple of foot away, even less than that. And that scared the living crap out of me. I let out a yelp, and these two eyes let out a little screech as well. These two eyes jumped, and the eyes turned round and bolted and set off the security light, and it was a hedgehog running across the patio. Oh, it scared the shit out of that, did. Right, bit of a sky down, basic sky, it'll do for now. Oh, dropped something, dropped my proportions ruler, never mind. Right, I might have a brief break, because all that talking and smoking, I fancy a quick go on my electric cig. So I will see you in just a second. Right, we'll carry on. Yeah, that's me quick break done. Let's add some more of this grey colour. Drag that up a touch further. Right, I need some more titanium wire, that's what I need. Bear with me. I should have thought about that when I was having my 2-minute break. Get my long handle brush and start adding a few bits of suggestion of waves and things. It doesn't look like much yet, but hopefully it'll become something. Just fools the eye into thinking that there's something there. I do like long handle brushes, can be quite free and loose. Oh, speaking of animals, it's just reminded me. I used to do a heck. I still do hill walking occasionally, but I used to do a heck of a lot in my mountain rescue days. And I was going up a steep hill. It was quite a crawl up, and it was crawling along. It were late at night, very late. You know, it were dark, and I put my hand in something soft It was bloody horrible. The smell was absolutely diabolical. And it was a dead badger. Oh, it was grim. Oh, I couldn't wash my hand or anything for hours. And another occasion, it was actually on a mountain rescue call out, I seem to remember. Middle of the night, up a big hill called Kinder Scout. Don't know if you know it around the Peak District. And it was summertime as well, so it was quite warm. But because it was midnight, it was dark, and I had my head torch on and things like that. And you know, we went up and we did whatever we needed to do, rescue somebody or whatever it was. And on the way back down, my shoelaces had worked the way loose. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have to tie my laces up at some point. So I picked a moment, and I thought, oh, there's a rock there I can sit on. It was kind of glinting in the moonlight. And you know, I had all my kit on. I had rucksack and radio and all sorts of equipment, and sat on this rock, and it kind of squelched and went splat, made a squelchy noise, you know. And as I did it, these flies just went, just erupted from what I sat on, and it was a dead sheep. It was absolutely grim. You know, I mean, a colleague had to lift me up out of this dead sheep. Oh, it's grim. Oh, I had to fumigate all my kit. It's disgusting. I hadn't seen it on the way up. It was just on the way back, you know. So, oh, there's a rock there to sit on. Oh, it's horrible. Not a good day out. Right, a bit of a sea. It's not sparkling. It looks a bit. I think something else needs doing to it. So just give my brush a quick wipe again. Might add a bit more dark. Hopefully things will start to happen. We shall see. A bit more blue as well, really get it all mixed in. Looks a bit childlike and crap at the minute, but keep plodding on, see if anything happens. The trick is not to stop. I'm not happy with that bit either. I wonder if I just get some kitchen towel. Just do a quick wipe away. Makes it a bit, what's the word, hazy. Which works quite nicely, that actually. Oh, it's made it a bit better, that has. Yeah, just doing that hazy effect. It's not bad, just gives it a bit more distance. Get some wiping down here as well. Make some shapes and things. Yeah, it's not bad. A bit more atmospheric than it was. While I'm here, just rub the sky a bit as well. Not bad. That is a bit better. Right, one sea, bit of a sky. I might come back to it tomorrow, and because I've been going on a bit and been banging on, So it just lets the paint just settle a bit, and then I can start adding stuff to it tomorrow. With it being oil paint, it takes a bit of time to dry and what have you. So yeah, 1C, very basic, very quick, and hopefully get a ship on it tomorrow or whenever I do the video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I am on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, obviously because you watch it on YouTube, and jonkidd.co. Can never say that. jonkidd.co.uk. Speaks volumes, doesn't it, when you can't say your own website. So anyway, there we go. That is that. Very basic, and yeah, quick see, and then more tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you if you already have. I'm at 800 plus subscribers, which I'm really thrilled about. So thank you so much. I'll be nothing without you guys. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.